Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea Ali. I'm a professional makeup artist based in Paris. And in today's video, I'm going to do my friend's makeup, Andrea with one E. I've done Andrea's makeup on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago, right after she came back from vacation. And her melasma was like in bloom. It was just randomly, she came to the studio to bring me some food that she cooked. She's a great chef. And I said to her, like, listen, how about I do quick stories with you and showing people how to cover melasma. And a lot of you said that this was so useful. And I thought, how about I do a YouTube video so it stays? And because, you know, stories are gone after 24 hours. So I'm super happy to have Andrea on my channel today. And I'm going to show you not only how to cover melasma, but also how to do this beautiful, well, what I call beautiful eye makeup that I think it's easy. So if you'd like to see this makeup look, then please keep on watching. I did not film this process, but I've already used my trusty Bioderma. This is something that I've always used to just make sure that the skin is nice and clean. And then I just go straight into the Radiance Repair Retinol Serum. This is from Eve Lom, and it's a very, very gentle retinol serum that you can use day and night. And I have to say, I've used this product myself for about a month. I mean, honestly, after about a week, I could already tell that the product is great. I saw that my skin was a lot more luminous. And I love that it's gentle. It's a gentle retinol. Because a lot of the times, especially when we have a skin issue, we're thinking, oh my God, like, let me use all the actives. And that's when we sensitize our skin. Fun fact, when Andrea entered the room today, I was like, oh my God, you have no melasma left. Because I did her makeup already on Instagram stories. Follow me on Instagram as well. She was coming from vacation not long ago when we did those stories. And I have to say that the melasma was a lot more obvious than it is now. So I told her, like, what did you do?
Using retinol.
And she was like, oh, I was using just some retinol. Okay, I'm gonna move on with the Smoothing Eye Complex. This is a contour and an eye contour from Eve Lom. You need a tiny little bit, and I really love the tip, the applicator, because you could just roll it, and you can feel it. It's pretty cold. It always stays cold. Then I'm going to use this Eve Lom Daily Rejuvenating Cream. This is a very, very light texture, although it's a really rich cream. Andrea, you'll feel it in a second. It's rich, hydrating, but it doesn't feel like a typical rich moisturizer. It's so, so lightweight. It's not sticky. And the last thing I'm going to use is the Daily Protection SPF 50 because she's going to leave when the sun is still out. So we do need to protect that skin. Before I get into the complexion, I just wanted to share this mask. This is from Biologique Recherche. It's Masque PIGM 400. This is a sheet mask, and I don't have a very obvious melasma, but whenever I am exposed to the sun, my melasma is like in bloom. And this has always helped me. I swear by this product. There is a whole range from Biologique Recherche that I think is really, really great. But especially this mask, whenever I use this constantly, let's just say I use it every 2 days for like a week, I see major fade in my melasma. So keep this in mind. Okay, we're going to get super close to the skin because I want to show you in real time what is the process of choosing the right colors. Okay, so Andrea has multiple colors on the skin. I can see her chest, and her chest is a lot warmer than her face. But then, as you can see, there are so many colors, right? There is more pink on the cheek. There is a little bit more redness right here. So when you pick the right color, if you have melasma, you have to think about the overall. You will see that whatever I'm going to apply here is not going to match with her forehead. So the best way, if you have melasma, or if you just have different colors on your skin, the best way is to always have two foundation colors or two concealers, whatever you're using, have two different shades. You know, I love this foundation so much. I think that this is not getting the attention that it needs. Someone asked me on Instagram if what is the difference between this and the Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty is has a lot more coverage and is a lot more dry than this. So this is more elastic, more luminous, more hydrating, a lot more hydrating than the new Huda Beauty. And I have here two colors, number 5 and number 7. Number 5 is definitely a pink undertone. I don't know if you cannot see in the video, but you have to trust me. It's a pink undertone. And then number 7, it's a yellow undertone. Okay? And it's definitely darker. So with these two colors, I'm going to basically do the whole skin. Sometimes I will use more 7, sometimes I will use more 5, depending on the zone, the part of the face that I'm applying this product. Okay, so I mix a little bit now, these two. I think I did half. And then on a palette, I'll just put a little bit more of 7 and 5 just to have it close. But the reason why I like to use it first, the one that I have on the back of my hand, is that is because when you put the product on the back of your hand, it already starts to kind of take the temperature of the skin, right? So you can apply it easier. I'm going to show you first what it looks like with my finger. Do you see how it's a little bit too yellow, right? So I take a little bit more of the shade number 5. I take my foundation brush from Makeup by Mario. I think this is an F4. Now you see it matches really great with this part of the face, but as we get higher, it's too light. So I'm going to keep playing with those two shades. Yeah, I just want you to see really close with this foundation, how this foundation is just so beautiful. It's so skin-like. So here in the center, I'm going to use a little bit more of the 5. So 5 alone, just because in the center of the face, she has a little bit of that natural pink. And same, only 5 I will apply on the chin and on the forehead, but just in between the eyebrows. This right here, only here, it's shade number 5. Chin, shade number 5. I hope this is not too confusing, but I promise you, once you know how to mix the shades, that's when you get the perfect match on the skin. So center of the face, 5, and then on the side, I'm using a mix between 5 and 7. I'm gonna do the forehead, and the forehead, again, a mixture between 5 and 7. And what is left on the brush, I'm not a huge fan of applying a lot of foundation or whatever product on the nose. Just whatever is left on the brush. I always leave the nose at last. Okay, so now we have an even layer of foundation all over the skin. Now I'm going to show you how you can correct. Already, I have to say, I think the foundation alone did a great job, considering the fact that I've stretched it and applied very thin layer. Okay, I got you super close because I wanted to show you how I correct the little spots, the little melasma that is still visible. I think the foundation did an amazing job. However, if you really want to make the skin perfect, you do have to come back with a product to just correct the little spots. I always have this in my kit. This is the Clé de Peau concealer, and I find that this is the best formula for this type of corrections. So I am going to use the shade Mocha, which is the darkest one right here. And you're gonna see how beautiful this corrects everything. Mocha, I use it where the melasma is around the area of skin that's darker. Does it make any sense? Because if she had melasma Here, I would be using a different color, right? This is to camouflage depending on the area of skin you're dealing with. Okay, I'm gonna mix with a little bit of Ivory. And I just continue all over until I don't see any trace of melasma. You see how beautiful it covered everything? And I like to take my foundation brush and just press and kind of blend everything together. And then she has a little spot right here. We're going to cover that. But because the skin is lighter here, I'm going to use a little bit more of the Ivory. And then with my finger, here I'm going to apply a little bit more of that Ivory because it's the center, so I want a lighter shade right here. Same on the nose, I will mix Ivory Mocha just to conceal a few spots. On the forehead, using a little bit more of that Mocha. If you're trying to use a product that is too light in the attempt of covering it, it's gonna look great. That's what's gonna happen. So, no trace of melasma, just beautiful skin. Next, I'm going to use this new concealer from MAC, but it's not going to be the only concealer I will use because this alone, it just doesn't look right, but it's great as a base. So this is in NC 17.5, and I just like to either put it on the back of my hand or on my little makeup tray. I love this fat applicator from MAC. And by the way, it's a really good, really good concealer. I'm going to use this BK Beauty A503 brush. This is a little base warmer. That's going to neutralize the darkness and the color that she has under the eyes because this is what we discussed earlier. She has a little bit of melasma right here under the eyes, and she always thought, oh my god, I have dark circles. I mean, there is a little bit of dark circles there as well, but there is melasma under her eye, which makes it look darker. And now I'm going to take, this is Clé de Peau in 6 Light Rose. And I will do this under the eye and a little bit on the center of the face, like right here, to brighten. Because it has that pink. If I would have used this one alone, it would have looked too gray. Just as a spotlight, you know, wherever I want to brighten the skin. In between the eyebrows a bit. And I know I've used a lot of products, but trust me, this is the key to create dimension. I'm going to set now with powder, and I'll be using this new Nabla. This is called Close-Up Blotting Pressed Powder, and this isn't translucent. And I'm going to use it with this brush from Recherche. I'm going to start with the center of the face. What I like about this powder is that it doesn't mattify the skin completely. It's kind of like still seeing the skin. And before I set the under eyes, I want to make sure nothing is creased. And actually for the under eyes, I'll be using this Recherche. This is number 16. I feel like I have a lot more control like this. And I'll be using this powder everywhere on the skin, but in a very gentle way, because I do not want to disturb everything that I've created underneath. So just pressing gently the powder on the skin. Okay, skin is nicely powdered, and honestly, in real life it looks like velvet. It's so beautiful. It doesn't look too dry. Next, I'm going to use this new product from Dior. This is called Rouge Blush, and this is in the shade 100 Diorissimo. And I love this shade. At first, I thought, oh my god, this looks exactly like Moonlight from Tom Ford, but it doesn't. it's actually completely different on the skin. So I'm going to gently start with the forehead. This is more a beigey shade. Then on the cheeks, where I know that I've applied so many products, I am gentle. I'm not going to do the swiping motions because it might disturb everything I've created. So it's better to just tap, tap, tap. And I really love how discreet this is. Yes, you would have to build it, but I would rather have to build the product, especially when it's something like this on a skin like this, right? I would rather build it than, being too much and having to correct it. Look what a beautiful color it gave, Andrea. I have to say, this product is magnificent. I adore it. This side is not fully matte. I don't know if you can see, it's not fully matte, but it has a very soft satin finish. This right here has a little bit more glow. Obviously, it's a highlighter. But with this, you can create dimension. Do you see how you can't really tell that there is product? It looks like, the dimension is naturally there. However, I do have to bring back some dimension on the nose because with all the products that I was using and including the powder, it looks a little bit flat. So I'm just gonna take this product to gently shape the nose. I'm not gonna contour, just a little bit of shading. And I took a classic 217 brush from MAC as I didn't want to be too precise. Next, I'm going to go with blush, and I chose a color that is similar with the lips. Andrea has amazing lips. Now, obviously, this is lighter, but it's in that same family, right? It's this beautiful pink. It's from Patrick Ta. The shade I'm using is She's That Girl, right on the apples of the cheeks. And this is the part that I love the most because blush just brings back life on the skin. It brings life, it brings joy, even if Andrea is so serious. The reality is like, I'm so grateful that she accepted because imagine you're getting in front of like tons of lights, being so vulnerable, showing, melasma and your skin super close up in front of complete strangers that, there's going to be like a few thousands of views.
Yeah, it's
So
getting out of the comfort zone.
so I get this attitude. This is the attitude that says, I'm not that comfortable
No,
here.
I'm not, but I'm here.
I appreciate it. She's here for me because it's my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This has served me so well throughout the years, and I'm actually going to use medium brown, but just the lighter side. Now, I have to say, doing Andrea's eyebrows is quite the challenge because she doesn't do much makeup, but what she does is her eyebrows, and she spends, I don't know what, 10 minutes on eyebrows only.
Because I have to cheat a lot. I have to brush them up and then down and then in diagonally, and it's a whole process. And I have area where I brush them up and then area where I brush them down.
Yeah, it's normal. You basically just want to lift the eye.
Lift, yeah. Especially at the end of...
At the end of the eye. I kind of always like to go with the powder first. I find like with the powder is the softest look. For the end, I'm going to take the darker part of the medium brown. Here's the thing. I always said, whenever I have clients that are they're very obsessed, like they're obsessed with one part of their eyes. And for example, mascara, you will often see artists giving the mascara to their client because they're just so specific about the way people love to apply their mascara. And sometimes I see the same for the eyebrows as well. Okay, on the eyebrows, first I'm going to use this Got To Be, and this is a gel that's going to discipline the eyebrows. And it's great because Andrea doesn't have super stiff, like coarse hair in her eyebrows. So whatever I'm going to do with this product, they're going to stay how I arrange them. And then on top, just for dimension, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a new eyebrow gel that has two, I don't know if you can see, has different bristles, and this is going to help me give that 3D effect in the eyebrows. I adore this product. And it's also going to give a little bit of color. The shade I'm using is soft brown. Now I'm going to use the other side of the Dior palette just to apply a little bit of luminosity on the skin. Sorry guys, I keep on like changing her head because I know exactly how the light would hit. So I use a tiny little bit right here. And notice how I'm using mostly powders. Why do I use mostly powders? Well, because of the melasma. It's a lot easier to manipulate powder than cream products. With cream products, if I apply something cream here, it might end up, you know, dissolving the foundation that we have underneath. So I don't want that. A little bit of this highlighter on the bridge of the nose. This is the area where I apply the highlighter. I love this luminosity. Love this product so much. I just got these two cream eyeshadows from RMS and I was so excited to try them. And I'm like, oh, can I try them on you? They are really beautiful, shimmery. I've put them on the back of my hand already. And I'm going to take them with this My Kitco 03 brush. Both of them would work. This would work. The cooler one. You know what? Let's try them both. I'm going to apply the warmer one at the end of the eye. This is all experimental, okay? It's the first time I'm trying this. I would never do this with a client because, you know, unless I really tested the product on myself, I don't want to risk anything. Well, this is pretty, it dries super quick, huh? So I think it's the type of product that is going to stay. I like it. I really like it. Close. Yeah, it's the type of product that dries super quick, so I have a hard time now blending this part. So you just want to work fast with this product. I'm going to apply a little bit under the eye, right here at the outer corner. Just a touch. Now I'm going to take the other color, just playing, see what this is going to look like on her. And this I'm going to apply more on the inner corner. I actually love this combo. Can you look up? Next, I'm going to use a little bit of black pencil. Can you look down? Just to frame the eye. Nothing crazy. Then I'm going to take a small brush. This is Sculpt with Ash. Just to smudge the outer corner. Look in front. Look down. I keep adding the pencil, but with a different brush. This is a 02 mini from Refer because it's nice and flat, right? So I can do this back and forth motions on the same line. It's helping me so much. And I really adore this pencil from Victoria Beckham. And we were talking about the wing because this is something that she loves to do, but she rarely does it because, as we know, it's very hard to do a winged eyeliner or a winged shape. So when you want to do this, you want to definitely look straight in the mirror if you want to have the right position of the wing. Okay, we're gonna go into mascara, and this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna do some mascara on the lower lashes. Okay, now let's go to lips. Now I have to be fully honest with you. I would put on a lip mask and that is it. Like I love the color of her lips so much. So I think I'm gonna stay within her natural color. I have the new lipstick from Byredo. You guys, how beautiful is this whole situation right here? So they have two lipsticks. One that is a satin finish and one that is matte. And I think I'm going to do matte since the eyes are sparkly. Let's see, I only have two colors, so this is the refill, by the way. This one is in the shade Septembre. Oh, perfect. We're in September. This was meant to be, huh? This was meant to be. Okay, I'm going to take it with a spatula. And with a brush, this is just a Refer 02 brush. Honestly, I could use any brush, but yeah, this is a tiny little bit darker than her lips and a little bit warmer. But I like this shade on you. I want to give her the La Bouche Mordue effect on the lips. So that's why I like to use this brush. Open. Okay, so you guys know I love the La Bouche Mordue effect, which is, you know, more intense on the inner part, and then as you go towards the outer part, it goes more smooth and more blurry. The blurry contour is just my favorite thing to do on someone who has beautiful lips already, but it's like she's just been kissed, and I love this effect. Okay, this is the last product I'm going to use on Andreea. This is the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. Why are you looking at me like that? She's like, what the heck are you going to use on me?
I know it.
This is a product that honestly I wouldn't recommend it for dry skin, but if you want longevity and if you have like a super important event where your makeup needs to stay put for hours and hours, I suggest you this product. Okay, let me turn you like so. All right, and this is the final look on my friend Andreea. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And for being here for 3 hours on the chair, not moving. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, every single product that I was using on Andreea, you can find it in the description down below. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I'll put Andrea's Instagram. What do you post on Instagram?
Nothing.
Well, I'll put it just in case. You can find it in the description box. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this look and let me know in the comments.
I do like this.
What do you think about the mix of the two eyeshadows? I think it looks so cute, right? The cooler tone and the warmer tone. It's so pretty. I really love it. And I can tell that this is not going to go anywhere. Like the eyeshadow, it's here to stay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. You need to say bye.
I need to say bye?
Yeah,
Okay. Bye. Sorry. Bye.